4 years ago, I went to my church's youth group for the first time since we had gotten a new youth pastor. At first, I wondered if this new guy was going to be awkward or even be able to make a connection with the students since he and his family had just moved here from Illinois. As I sat down, I looked across the room and saw all these students gather around the new youth pastor's wife. And just like the first time I saw her, she still has that amazing ability to draw people to her. Her name is Tesha Werth, and she has made a huge impact on my life. There are so many different categories that she falls into for me: second mother, best friend, and mentor. We even call each other twins, even though there are a lot of things that we do that are total opposites. She's the assistant coach for Tabor College Volleyball, and I want to have nothing to do with sports. FFA was my thing. She lives in town and knows nothing about farm life, and I've grown up on a farm and been around cattle my entire life. But even though there are so many things that make us different from each other, we have a special connection regardless. Both of our parents got divorced when we were young, and our connection began when we realized that we were comfortable enough with each other to process about that. When my parents got divorced, my mother moved around for a while before settling in Kansas City. With her being 3 hours away now, it's hard for me to have a normal mother-daughter relationship with her. But fortunately, Tesha has kind of adopted the role of being my second mother. She once said to me, "I already have 5 kids. I don't think anybody else would notice if there was one more in my house. Anymore, people kind of expect us to be together. We are most definitely attached to the hip." Tesha has a way of knowing how anyone is feeling. She has mastered the art of reading people's body language and emotions. There are a lot of people that can do that, of course, but I've never met anyone who can make you feel comfortable enough to trust her and completely pour your heart out to her about anything. We can't go anywhere without people flocking to her. It always takes us at least an extra 15 minutes to leave anywhere because people always stop her to catch up with her. But I don't mind. I know the way she makes people feel when she talks to them. She has the most caring heart for anyone I have ever known. She has heard a lot of stories and has been involved in a lot of young people's lives throughout her time of being a youth sponsor. And I can honestly say that she genuinely cares for each one of the lives that she has touched. She has always told me that if I ever need anything, to just walk right in the house and find her. At first, I felt a little weird to walk into her house, but now I come in the back door and make myself at home. And there's no better place to get restful sleep than at her house. Although all 5 of her kids are usually playing basketball upstairs, making laps around the kitchen, or going in and out of the house to meet up with friends, ironically, there's a sense of peace and calmness and safety that comes from being in her presence that makes all that noise fade. Not only do Tesha and I share a special, one-of-a-kind relationship, but she has also played a deep, integral part in helping me grow spiritually as well. Without her, I would not have the deep relationship that I currently have with the Lord. I believe this is due to her everyday fellowship and being able to ask questions and process things about life that I just don't quite feel comfortable to do with just anybody. When I'm feeling that my relationship with the Lord is lacking in any way, I let her know, and she always has amazing advice for me on how to try to strengthen that area in my spiritual life. If I could say anything to her, I would just try to put into words how much I love her and how much she means to me. I just can't thank her enough for all of her love, support, advice, and letting me be a part of her world.